you teach. For people who don't know you, that may run across this video for whatever reason, explain to them who you are and what you do.
Yeah, bro. So I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. I graduated college. 2 months before graduation, I was a victim of an armed robbery. A really well-known person in the city of Baton Rouge. It was a misunderstanding, something I totally wasn't a part of, and some of their homies ran up on me and my partner, put a gun to my head, thinking we, broke into one of their cars type stuff. So I'm sitting there with a gun on my temple, thinking my life about to end, like for real. And I made it through that ordeal by the grace of God, but that totally shook me up. I don't know how long I got here in a real way, so I got to make my life count. And I'm putting impact over income. You heard me? That became the motto. Impact over income, straight up. So that led me to want to make impact with the youth. You heard me? I became a middle school teacher, fresh out of graduating. I got a business degree and I got a business mind, but I got a heart for the youth. So I'm teaching middle school in Baton Rouge. I was Fredo Bang's teacher.
Shout out to Fredo.
Yeah, I was G Money's teacher.
That's dope.
Rest in peace,
yeah,
G Money.
Rest in peace, G Money.
Yeah, I taught at the same school. My man TEC. I don't know if you know TEC.
Yeah, Lil Tech.
Yeah, Lil Tech. Yeah, my man Joe Scott. Like, it was so much talent in that school at that time, and nobody would have known, what that was all gonna blossom into. But I'm a lot of these dudes teachers, so I'm doing that, teaching by day, rap hustling by night. I'm Clark Kent and Superman. As soon as I get out the classroom, being a math and a life skills teacher, I'm in the clubs. I'm with Boosie, I'm with Kevin Gates. I'm in Baton Rouge, and although my music is different, and I'm more on some J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Nas, if Nas was a hot boy, type of vibe. It's like I'm in the same spots that they in, because that's the only scene to really come up in. I'm in the club, I'm crossing paths with people like Nussie, you know what I mean? Yeah. Nussie, rest in peace. Yeah. So this is happening at the time, bro. The rap career, I'm making a name for myself locally, but that's about it. You know what I'm saying? Locally. So while I'm teaching, man, I'm seeing how much my students, they getting Boosie fades, you heard me? So they coming in class dressing like Boosie. They talking like Gates, you know what I mean? This in Baton Rouge at the time.
Right.
I'm seeing this happen, and the day that Nussie got killed, I was supposed to do a song with him. It was gonna be on my debut album called David and Goliath, right? A song called I Hate Money. Nussie got killed. My students ran in and told me that Nussie had got killed. And I'm like, man, what? I just was texting this dude. You know what I mean? So I ended up putting Gates on the song instead, right? So me and Gates, basically same generation. So we knew each other and everything. And I believe Gates' girl, Dreka, I believe she went to LSU, where I graduated from, right? So I think we had probably crossed paths, knew each other. So put Gates on the song. I put this album out independently. And while I was putting my album together, man, 2 things happened. One of my students come in class one day with a tattoo, you heard me, on his arm, and the tattoo said M.O.B. You know M.O.B., money over, bam. So I look at him, I'm like, man, what made you get this tattoo, bro? You know what this stand for, right? He had no idea what it stood for. And I was like, well, why did you get it?
He didn't know what the M.O.B. stood for?
He didn't know what M.O.B. stood for.
Yeah, okay.
But Lil Wayne got that tatted on his chest, and Lil Wayne was his favorite rapper, you heard me? So, bro, I got goosebumps telling the story because it really clicked to me like, man, rap music is really impacting the youth.
Thanks for watching this clip from It's Up There podcast. To see the rest of the interview, click one of the boxes on the screen. Also join Discord and Patreon to be in our community.